Hello and welcome to Combatmission Cold War. Today we look at the last mission of the Soviet so-called hardcore March or Die campaign. First, let's take a look back at the campaign so far. I've drawn the old German border in red for orientation. The campaign kicks off with the mission Greater Dawn and an attack on the town Mansbach. After Mansbach, the priority objective is Eiterfeld. In the second mission, the Cauldron. From Eiterfeld, our formation must quickly advance through Aunetal in the generally very popular mission Nuke and Bypass. We then fend off an American attack in the Valley of the Headhunters, where we defend the villages of Unterjossa and Oberjossa. On the way to Alsfeld, there's one last enemy strongpoint in the town of Lingelbach, the mission with the name Pebble in My Shoe. And here we have now reached the hills looking down on Alsfeld, on the last charge of the 120s. In the last mission, we can field everything that the campaign has left of our formation. 1st and 2nd Battalion start on the map. The decimated 3rd Battalion arrives 15 minutes later as reinforcements. The defenders are an US Mechanized Infantry Battalion task force. We have more than 100 vehicles to manage. It's a heaven for everybody who loves micromanagement and bloody hell for the rest. We have a good amount of artillery support and the fire plan is all over the area of interest, softening enemy defenses by delivering preparatory fires on the strongpoints Eudorf and the farm complex in front of Eudorf, which is enabling here fire control on the possible access routes to Eudorf. In addition, targeting the road junction and the commercial district, suppressing and obscuring enemy weapon systems to reduce enemy standoff capabilities, targeting key areas and terrain features. To sum it up, the prioritized targets: the major road junction in the center of the area of operation, farm near Eudorf, as it is the key to Eudorf. Eudorf as the main objective, commercial district in the west, and the entry to Alsfeld, where the entire campaign culminates. To seize and occupy Eudorf is one of the keys to accomplish success and the conclusion of this campaign, while tactical Schwerpunkt is the road junction in the center of the area. In my opinion, the last episode of this campaign is the easiest one. Of course, only if you did well with your own economy of force. When our companies are in pre-battle formation and later when they attack, the tank units always form the front. Sadly, we only have T-62 at our disposal. Unfortunately, these have been decimated in the campaign, and it is also important to note that some are very badly damaged. Maximum speed is greatly reduced due to damage and worn down tracks. They can no longer keep up with the motor rifle company. Before our main echelons start getting engaged, we send out combat reconnaissance patrols here with additional anti-tank capabilities. The 3rd Company, 1st Battalion, advanced along the highway, hidden in the wooden area on our right. They take a right turn and assembly for their attack on Oldorf. Third Battalion arrives in the area. Fourth and 5th Companies, 2nd Battalion advanced down the hill in direction of the center objective. 1st and 2nd Company, 1st Battalion and 6th Company, 2nd Battalion applied elements of their forces for combat patrols and take a defensive position. Later, 6th Company, 2nd Battalion and 1st Company, 1st Battalion move by the then occupied road junction. I will refrain from naming individual companies in the remainder of the report. It is of no use to anyone and will only be boring for the viewer. Assessment, continuous monitoring and evaluation of the progress operation is needed to decide when and where the maneuver elements apply their combat power. Entering the second phase, the first assault companies advance to the designated jump-off points. On the hill to the west, units take up positions with long-range ATGMs. The AT-4B Spigot has a range of up to 2,500 meters. In some engagements, the AT-7 Saxhorn with a range of up to 1,000 meters are sufficient to successfully neutralize the targets. Both ATGM systems are wired. The anti-tank teams are deployed at least in pairs. The task is to identify and immediately engage enemy anti-tank units and armored forces in position. The purpose is to develop conditions favorable to offensive operation and facilitate main echelon's breakthrough. Various enemy units are spotted and successfully engaged. Out of nowhere, a US counterattack force arrives in my back. Chaotic scenes are on display, but the problem dissolves as rapidly as it materialized. ATGM teams are on the enduring mission to hunt for enemy assets, making good progress on all sections of the battle. Enemy artillery still firing with cluster ammunition at alternating targets. Eudorf is in a tactical encirclement. In the commercial district in the west and the last tank in Eudorf is neutralized, the AI will surrender. And that's it. Relatively high casualties, but at some point you just don't care if 10 or more BTRs explode or not, or 30 soldiers die while storming the farm. At the end we see the campaign screen. I think the result is okay.